and listen to
Okay.
it, and I send it to you. And that way you can go back and kind of go through the training, whatever you forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just write it down.
So loan officers is someone you want to target. So, and one of the main factors, what I do over here on LinkedIn, Jonathan, I try to keep it to where I might only reach out to 20, 25 people a day. So like this, maybe just 20, 25 connections like this a day. The reason why is because LinkedIn gonna let you do a certain amount, and then it's gonna tell you that you can't do no more until the next week. Like even me, like right on every Thursday, it always tell me that I already reached my max for the week. And I average about 200 over here a week. 200 reach outs, you know, like new connections or whatever, a week. So just try to keep it to maybe 20, 25 a day over here.
Okay. And I have a question, Troy. So let's say this guy, Mark, he responds back and he's like, oh yeah, I'm interested. I'll send him those videos, the one you sent me.
You ain't got to that point yet. I just sent you another text message because remember, this is just making the connection. You don't know what you're doing. You just saying you kind of work with personal bankers. Now look at the text I just sent you a while ago.
Okay.
I just sent you a text. Did you get it?
I see it.
Yeah, it's because you got to personalize it. You got to go in there and make sure you put the city he in.
I see. Makes sense now. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I send him this message, he reads it and he's like, okay, I'm interested. Yeah. So what's next? The video?
Yeah, then you send him the video. So the video is I send you what it like. And you can keep all this and you create this folder and you good. And here go the next one. You just got another one. You need to keep all these in that folder you just did. Did you get that one?
Okay, I see.
You see the next one?
I got it.
Yeah, so it goes like this. The first one is just you making that first connection because you can't send them a message unless they connect with you on LinkedIn. The second one, after they connect with you, probably gonna be tomorrow or sometime. Then you send them the second one, with make it personalized what city they in and what do they do if they're loan officers. And then the third one, you send them that with, hey, if they raise their hand after you send them the second one, you ask them permission. Hey, hey, Jonathan, I know you do not know me at all, but I noticed you was in Seattle, Washington or whatever, right? And but they gotta come back and say, they open, they want more information. If they say they want more information, then you said, Jonathan, here's a 3-minute video that explains what we have going on. After you watch it, then if they open, you want to set up a time where they jump on the Zoom, right? If they say after they watch that video and they call you, they hit you back, message you and say, yeah, Jonathan, man, most definitely. Let's set up a time to jump on the Zoom, right? You want to come back to them and say, okay, let's do it. But is it okay if I bring one of my business partners on with me because he's actually been doing it longer than me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see.
Yeah. And then me and you and that person will jump on the Zoom together. And that'll be the way you'll be learning. And then as you start building your team, guess what? It'll duplicate the same thing. Then you will be jumping on a Zoom with your new person with a person. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because it's something what we call earn while you learn, teach the teacher. A lot of times when people do this, it's just like when you first became a personal banker or when you first start working at a job. They just gonna go say, do the job, Jonathan. Somebody got to train you how to do it, right? So this is your training right here. You know what I'm saying? So just like you said, you see Susan right here. We'll do one more. Hit that just to make sure you hit Susan. Let's connect with Susan. Remember, go add note. And you just copy and paste that right there. What did we put in there? So she a loan officer. I see that you are a loan officer. I work with a lot of loan officers. And the guy who taught me how to do this, Jonathan, when he was building a business like this, they did over 7 billion in sales, him and his team.
Nice.
Yeah. So this stuff really works. And then, yep. And then just hit send when you got it ready. Somebody text me. People text me all night long. Yep. Yeah, and that's it. So what I'm gonna give you a list of people I target. And you, like I said, I'm gonna send you this video tomorrow. I target pharmacists. I target
Pharmacists?
Yep. With the same message. I target teachers, nurses. I do bank tellers, bartenders, insurance agents, car salesmen, recruiters, personal bankers like yourself. Loan officers.
Okay.
So, and chiropractors. And you see, all the people that I target, they all got pretty good communication skills. Massage therapists. The reason why I target massage therapists, you got to think a lot of them went out of business because of COVID. Yeah, they entrepreneurs, so they went out of business. So that's the method. So if you set yourself up to reach out to, like, you know, I always try to set a goal, me personally, people who really see activity, they reach out between like 30 and 50 people a day. If you do this, Jonathan, it's probably only going to take you, it'll take you probably 40, 45 minutes to do that, right? So go to the top right here, go where you see my network next to home. And then you got 85, hit that connect 85 over there. You connect to 85 people. So like these people right here, I would go through and then hit messenger. But blow her picture up. Blow that, click the first lady. Click on her name. Don't shoot her a message, just blow a whole thing up. Click on her name. Go click on her picture over there. All right. So she in Houston. So I always try to find out something about them. So scroll up. Do you know her personally?
No, I don't.
Okay, so what I would do with her, this is what I would do right here with her. Check this out. I'm going to send you something.
Okay, see.
You see, you gotta open it up because that's the only way you can find out where she's from. You see, she's from Houston, so she would get something like this. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. So you you would send her something, you'll send her a message like that because they know for a fact that you looked at her stuff because you can see that she's from Houston, right? But you don't know what she do. That's why I don't have the profession on there. But you know she's from Houston. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I target people like that. So like the ones over here with Facebook, when you go to your messenger, when you go back to our inbox, you can shoot as many people that's connected to you messages as possible. They won't stop you from shooting people that you already connected to messenger. The whole gist of it is you want to get to like where you got like, I think like when I first started got on LinkedIn, when I first got on LinkedIn, probably a few months ago, I only had like 800 and something, people that I was connected to, right?
That's a lot.
Right now, I got like 4,100 or 4,200. I think it's 41, a little bit over 4,100. And the reason why I was able to do that, I did the first step, what I just showed you. Instead of just going through that hidden connection, I made it personalize it, the message to them. And then I did that every day. I reached out to like 20, 25 people. That's how I was able to grow it. And then I was always coming over here, shooting people messages. Like now, what I would do personally, like starting tomorrow while you got a little extra time, I would get in here and I would go to my network and then I would click on, Messenger, click on it again, my network, and I would click on my connection right there at the top where it says 85. I would click on that, and then click on that right there. Yep, I would go through here and I would send each one of these people right here a message, like that message I just sent you, like the last one. I wouldn't send this, but you can send me one if you want to. But I would send each one of them a message. Scroll back up because you have somebody is that person a banker, your friend? The one I just saw.
This one?
Yeah, is that your friend?
That's my coworker. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I probably would skip him since he's your coworker. But everybody else on here that I don't know, out of the 85, I would send them that message. But just make sure you find out where they live. You know what I'm saying? Open their thing up like you're gonna do Frank. You open Frank up, you see where he live. If you see
where they live, yeah.
Yeah, just make sure where they live and make sure they're in the United States too. And I would start out and I would send as many of the last messages I can to them because I don't have to know their location. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. I'm just saying if they open to actually learn what we're doing. If they say they open, then you send them to actually the last one with the 3-minute video. Hey, hey Ted, here's a 3-minute video that explains what we have going on. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. So now that's basically the basics of LinkedIn to get you started and to get you to the point where, every day, if you do it right, where you have at least 5 people on a minimum asking you, hey, send me the video. But like I said, you got to work the numbers though. You got to do at least, 30 people a day to actually get to that point. And it takes a little time. And some days you're going to have some days you might have even 10 people assisting in the video, And some days you might only have 2. So
it's not that hard.
Huh? What'd you say?
I was saying it's not that hard. It doesn't seem that hard to do.
No, it's easy, man. Go to Facebook now, Jonathan. Go to Facebook. You on Facebook, right? I know we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah, I do have Facebook.
No, man, it's just, and it works. This stuff really works. It's just that you just got to have patience to do it. So when you go to Facebook, you want to click on, let me see, click on home, at the home button up there. At the top. Let me see, you might be already right there. Click on over there to the right, over there to the left. I mean, you see where it says your name over there to the left, Jonathan? Click on it. Yeah, let's see that. Now scroll down. Yeah, you're gonna scroll down till you see your friends. Scroll down. Right there. You got now click on see all friends. You got 680 friends. Man, you got some stuff to work with, Jonathan. So what I would do is, and this is what I did, and this is how I got some people involved in the business pretty fast. What I did this. Like I would click on each one of these and I would send them that last message. If like they got to be in the States though. They got to be in the United States, Japan, or New Zealand. We're getting ready to open New Zealand up. So this right here, because you got 600 and something friends on Facebook, 600 and something, right? Out of 600, you probably can send out of 600, about at least 300-400 of them, maybe 500, you can send that one message. Not the first message, the last one I just sent to you, about they locate where they at, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't notice where they at, but they're in the United States, I just put, I'm expanding my business all over the country. I just kind of change it a little bit. Let me send you that where you can have it. Facebook. And let me see. This is another one I use. So like if you don't know their location, then that'll be the next one. That'll be the one you see. I put I'm expanding my business all over the country. So just click on any name on there.
Let me see. Let me find one here. Because most of them I have here are back in Africa.
So most under 600, most of them all in Africa.
Yeah, most of them are in Africa. Let me see. I have some here. Oh, this guy is here in Houston. This guy, I know him as a friend, so it won't work. Let me see which one. Yeah, I can try this girl.
And where's she at?
In Seattle.
All right. Yeah. So hit messenger. And you got to remember, Jonathan, it don't matter because you're not offending them. You just asking them. So what you want to do is you want to copy that last one, that last one over. She trying to get a job.
Okay. The one you just sent me, Eric Carl. I know you don't know me at all, but I wanted to reach out.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Does she know you personally?
I not personally, but we spoke before.
Yeah. I mean, so if she don't know you, I would send the other one. I would send the one that she in Seattle, Washington, or something similar to that. Yeah, I would send that to her.
Let me see.
Because she really don't know you because she just talked to you once on the phone. She don't know you personally, right?
No.
Yeah. So I was.
Let me find a different one. This one might be a little bit tricky. Let me find a different person. This girl, she's a little bit tricky. Let me find a different one. Yeah, this one is in Seattle, yeah.
Yeah.
I know this one. I know her. Yeah.
Did you work with her before or something?
I would say I used to date her.
You used to date her?
Yeah, date her. I used to date her.
Okay.
So I know her. So let me see. Yeah, this one here, I know her. She's my neighbor actually.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna give you an example because the thing about it is even like for the people it's another message you can send out to them. Basically, a little bit different, but you saying them, you ran across something, you want to know if they know of anybody who might be open or they to actually looking to generate some extra income because you just never know. I don't know if I got that in there. I don't have that one in here. I just sent it to you. Yeah, that current city. Yeah.
Let's try this one. Okay.
My dog laying right under me sleep. That's it.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, and if he hit it back, you just sent the one with the 3-minute video. So that's basically the gist of it. Between Facebook and LinkedIn, you should be able to get a little traction where people actually starting to ask you for information. But most definitely what I would do is I would always start, I would do this because you got to have multiple sources of where you're dealing with people. That's why I did with Facebook, I did with LinkedIn. We can do Instagram later, but let's just start out on these two, right? Another thing that probably helps, go back to your Facebook, the front of your Facebook, like where your post is. And when the last time you posted something on Facebook?
I really don't post anything on Facebook. I barely getting on Facebook.
You already get on Facebook. So what I would actually do, I would start posting something on here at least 3 times a week. It could be some kind of positive quote. It'll be something where you got some kind of activity over here. And also from doing that, Facebook will eventually let you start reaching out to more people. And also you'll start getting people to send you friend requests and stuff. Because no matter what they said, Facebook got over 2 billion people on it, man. I mean, it's based its own country. I mean, Facebook is kind of like my jam. I mean, that's where I kind of got started. I use Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn way more than Facebook right now, but I do go back and forth to Facebook. And this is where it started. I started using Facebook. I started reaching out from people here on Facebook first few people I recruited offline was from Facebook. Then I went over to LinkedIn. Now, you know, I recruited people from LinkedIn now. And I just actually started really building my Instagram up. So I like to start people kind of like where, you know, Facebook and Facebook and LinkedIn is kind of really easy to start because most people got at least 200 to 300 friends over there or connections. And then LinkedIn, you can constantly be adding connections and you can target your market. You can target it all the way down to the person you're looking for. That's what I really truly like about LinkedIn. But if you use these two platforms, you'll start creating some traction. But what I would do if I was you, Jonathan, probably like tonight, between the night and tomorrow, I would sit back and think about who can I get to actually take a serious look at it. And don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry if they say yes, no, or whatever. Just, you know, if they're your friend or somebody that you know, they'll take a look at it and give you their opinion on it. And you can always say, you know, it might not even be for you. I just want to share it with you because maybe you know somebody who can benefit from it, especially from the product. All of us know somebody that's dealing with some kind of health challenge. I don't know. I don't know too many people that don't know somebody.
And talking about the product side, as I asked you before, so when it comes to selling those products, like, how do you really know? How do you make it successful on selling those products? Like, how do you do that?
You know, the fastest way to do something like this is always going to be through word of mouth marketing. You know, a lot of people on our teams, they got tons of customers because they know somebody that was dealing with something or somebody that's very health conscious. We got people that, like my friend, you know, some people, they might be a personal trainer or something like that. They might just be in health. They might just want to be total fitness. My son actually run track. My son used the bone and joint integrin because it helps speed up his recovery from a hard workout. So you see what I'm saying? We got products basically for everybody, but it's faster when either it's a referral or they know you because they more prone to try it. Now the cold market works. Don't get me wrong, but when you run ads on Facebook, like I said, man, you can spend $700,000 and maybe you get one customer, maybe you don't, but you just spent a ton of money. And if you do it that way, it don't balance out for a long time. You spending a whole bunch of money that you might sell one product for like $65, and then it might cost you $200 to sell that one bottle product. Versus like if you knew me and you said, hey man, I used to play sports and I got bad knees, and you said, hey, I got something that might be able to help you out. You know, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. And I said, okay, I'll try that. And I buy the product and it works. That's the big difference. That's how we move products, because it just moved better. Better that way, asking for referrals and people you know.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah. And that's what makes network marketing so powerful, you know, when it comes to, especially when you have a product like we have, because the product really, truly works. Even from the, from the Thorogel, the stuff you rinse your mouth out with, to the bone and joint, you might as well go to bed, buddy. Sorry about that. Through the bone and joint and integrin and all that other stuff we use, it really works. Yeah. So on that part, that's the part that when I'm talking to people, I'm just talking to people like regular conversation. If they say, man, my hands hurt all the time, man, I probably got something for that. And it's another video that kind of explains about the product. I don't send them a video, the 3-minute video. I send them a video that talks more about the product and how the product, it talks about the benefits of the product. And if they dealing with something that's really, maybe challenging or whatever, and they want to talk to one of the doctors and even yourself, we can set up a call where they can actually do a 3-way call with somebody who knows way more about the products and about the way the body works. Like, like I don't, because I'm not a doctor, I'm more like a marketer. We got people that would talk to them about different things. You know what I'm saying?
Different things that I say.
Yeah. So, so I would actually go at that away. From the product standpoint, I would ask people, my friends, who do they know who might be dealing with arthritis? Who do you know might be dealing with diabetes? Who might be dealing with, I don't know, any kind of health challenge, because our product is good for them. All my friends will have a bottle of that Thorogel because if they ever have a toothache or something, they got something that can kill the pain right then and there.
Those are some good tips, right? I appreciate it.
What'd you say, Jonathan?
Those are some good tips. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but anything you let me help you though, man. I mean, so what I would do is first up, I would start on LinkedIn and I would, try to make 25 connections a day. Eventually they're gonna stop you. Then after you make the connection, then you go to, your network, and then you go wherever the connections is. And I would send them each one a message, seeing if they open for more information. If they open, then you send them the one with the 3-minute video. You create
the video.
you send it to them. And then after they send the video, they said, Jonathan, yeah, man, this is awesome. They want more information. Then you set up where me and you get on the phone with them. But most of the time it's a process. So let's say if you shot somebody the video, right? If you shot them the video, the next thing you should do is I'm gonna send you another one. And you can save all these in your thing because you got to follow up. A lot of times people don't follow up. That's what kills people. So they don't follow up because most of the time people are not going to reach back to you. They're going to wait on you to follow up with them. So this is what I send people. Like, okay, if somebody said they want the video, I send it to them. And then I wait, like, I give them like 2 or 3 days. And then I would send them something like this. I just sent you something.
I got it.
And the thing about me, Jonathan, and the thing, what I try to, teach everybody on the team, even if I send them that, they don't follow, I send them that. And then if they don't respond to that, I'm going to send them something else a week later, something totally different. Hey, Jonathan, this is Troy, man. I was just scrolling through LinkedIn and, I know you never got back to me. I hope everything's okay. I'm going to actually follow up with them until they tell me no. Eventually I'm gonna go to the point where I maybe follow up with them instead of every other week or once a month. I probably get to the point where I follow up with them every 90 days with a message. And sometimes it's just gonna be just checking on them. Just, hey man, I was just checking on you. Hope you and your family doing well. Because I want to stay in front of them. And even on LinkedIn, in order for all of this to work for you, a lot of times people don't understand it. It works as a combination. So if I'm working LinkedIn and Facebook, I know I got to be active on LinkedIn and Facebook a little bit. So I got to post something on LinkedIn at least 5 days a week. And that could be something positive. I mean, you can go anywhere and find like quotes or whatever, but you got to have something going on them sites because then people see you active on the sites. Because the first thing you do when you reach out to these people, like, I showed you on Facebook and how to reach out to them or send connections on LinkedIn, right? Mm-hmm. The first thing they're going to do, they're going to go look at your LinkedIn page. And if they see you not posted on LinkedIn or they see that, they just going to think like, man, he's just trying to solicit me to get involved. But if they see you active on LinkedIn and they see you posting something like 3, 4, you don't have to, even if you can't post 5 days a week, just post something at least a couple of times a week on LinkedIn and Facebook. Just something, like I said, it could be a quote, it could be something, it could be anything. Hey man, I'm gonna go hit the gym, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just something that creates some kind of activity where people will notice, like, okay, this, they'll notice you active. And also it'll mess with the algorithm of LinkedIn and Facebook, and they will know that, hey, this guy's just not coming in our messenger soliciting people. They actually over here posting.
Okay.
Yeah. And what we'll do is too, I don't know, we'll go through another training. I can show you how to build your Facebook really where you have a lot of people actually reaching out to you and building connections on Facebook where you'll never run out of people to actually send a message to. That's pretty easy. I can show you how to work Facebook, by spending at least, 15, 20 minutes a day on it, and where you can actually start building a tribe of people following you. And then all them people that's liking your stuff, they all become leads because you can reach out to them.
Okay. What I'm going to do, like starting tonight, I'll go ahead and write down those messages you sent me, save them on Word. And like this weekend, what I can do is really sit down and come up with a list and group of people, and I'll start shooting them all those messages and see who will respond back, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, and let's do this before you start shooting them a message. Let's jump on a Zoom on Saturday. Maybe Saturday, maybe like during the day sometime. Just let me know.
During the day, let's say
maybe
Saturday,
for like 15, 20 minutes before we can look over your stuff.
Okay, let's see, because on Saturday, we can do something like around 1 p.m.
1 p.m. So
Okay.
that's like what? That's 3 my time, right?
Yeah, 1
Yeah,
p.m.
that's
from here.
okay. Let's do that. And then it won't be long. Just something for like 15 minutes. If you do everything
Sure.
you're supposed to do, like outline all your stuff now, and then before you start sending messages to your friends or people you know, let me look over it, and then then you can just start putting that in place. But you can start sending people messages on LinkedIn and Facebook now. But for your friends and stuff, just let me look over it and help you, where we can make sure that you have a shot where you have the most success. So that's most definitely jump on Saturday for about 15 minutes where we can go over that.
Gotcha.
But
And when it comes to my friend, like, I'm really going to try to focus more on those I don't know, because friends, they're like, they're not really, giving you that feedback, like they're really interesting on doing that. So it's better to just try, some people you don't know.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we could build it that way, whatever way you want to go. And like from your friends too, always remember, ask them for the referrals. I can be like, hey, Jonathan, man, I just ran across something I know you're not interested in. Or, hey, Troy, man, I talked to you about that deal, that business, and I know you're not interested in it, but who that might, be interested in making an extra $500.
Yeah, sure, can do that.
Yeah, because then you took all the pressure off of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you asked them, who do they know? Hey, I know you might not be. I know you're not open. Or I know you're not. I would say it like this. Hey, Jonathan. I know you're not open to looking at a way to actually earn some additional income. But who do you know who might be? Because almost everybody's open. A lot of times we use word interested. Interest. Are you interested in it? Nah, man. Are you open? Because ain't too many people gonna say I'm not open to take a look.
Open,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if they not, just hey, Jonathan, who do you know who might be open to actually earning some additional income or earn an additional? Hey, Jonathan, who do you know that might be open to actually learn about this product that's helping a lot of people that has arthritis? Jonathan, who do you know who might be open to learning about a product that actually can give you more energy?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because it takes the pressure off because you asked them who do they know. Yeah. But now, man, just work on that. And if you need me, just hit me back up. I'm gonna actually send you this recording.